Time for a love potion, a little sweet and spice. Throw it all in a cauldron, mix it up real nice. Fire in my eyes, stir counterclockwise. I dream of you all night. Filled with emotion, follow the signs. With this love potion, you will be all mine. I'm pulling you closer to me. You're finding it harder to breathe. The magic is taking over your mind entirely. I'm the only one that you see. I got what you want, what you need. Before you know it, you are falling deep in love with me. Little sweet spice. Made a love potion for you.
Hello.
How is everybody? Ooh, are we excited for today? I have had a nausea-inducing migraine for the past day, so I'm hoping that's gone.
Oh, hopefully. That sounds sucky. It's just been hot. Horrible and hot where I am.
That's fair.
Don't like the heat.
I'm not a big fan of it either. Want to say heyo to people in chat. Hello and welcome. Glad that you guys are here. Yes, thank you for heeding the warning, Eva. I came backstage and I was like, oh, I need to add the music real quick. And I uploaded the music and then I was like, oh shit, that's loud. But I did not have time to fix it. So, and I will not lie. I may not have time to fix it this week. I might have to fix it for a week. But we have the music this time, which we did not have last time. So.
If they've got a warning beforehand, if they leave it loud.
One step at a time. One step at a time. Is everybody, I think I already asked, but we're going to ask again. Is everyone excited? What are we working on this weekend? My first project is that I'm going to try to get this beta reading done for RP. Also, Kaiser wanted to know what time it is for everybody. I'm seeing many of our Europeans are here. Yeah, Eva and I are both in Central American time.
Europeans attend when they can.
That's
we come out in force.
That's why you come here, for the drama. No. For the theatrics is more it. My brain isn't functioning in this heat.
Same.
So normally I get to hide in my bedroom with the air conditioning. But this weekend I will be in the garage den, and that I don't know if the filter needs to be cleaned or if it's just finally dying, because I suspect this AC is as old as the house, which is 20, 30 years old.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to get hot this weekend, so I'm like, y'all might see a very glistening Sam during the weekend.
Absolute same.
Hey, yo. I mean, that's life with kids, though.
Just leading into it at this point, I'm like, yeah, fine, whatever. My background is my background.
Mine's not a ton better at the moment. So it is what it is. Today was the last day of work for school, so summer vacation has officially started. Hell yeah.
Exciting.
Eva had burgers on the grill, hitting the water park in a little while, and there's a free movie in the park a bit before sunset. Oh, that sounds epic.
That's cool.
CV is working on finishing the new version of Chapter 1 of Stark for President. Sounds interesting. Going to go sleep after this, as I never stay up this late. Well, we appreciate you being here. Is working on Rainey is working on their Victorian historical fantasy, wants to speed draft it as quickly and then speed edit it and get it to alpha readers.
Speed work. Love it.
Shannon will be doing the AuthorTube writing conference stuff, probably the whole weekend. So many changes behind the scenes. We're on number 2 for the day of speakers needing to withdraw and or reschedule, and this has been a daily thing for 2 weeks. Oh no, that is stressful. Also, I feel I need everybody to know the look on my face was not for the AuthorTube writing conference. It was for my dyslexia, and I'm like, I know those letters. I realized how my facial expression could have been interpreted while I was struggling, and I'm like, wait, no. We support the
competitors. How dare they?
They stole my weekend. That's why we're at this weekend. No, it's fine. This weekend works out better for me going forward anyway, because apparently now the older generation of my family decided they're going to visit at the last weekend of every June. So I'm like, well, can't do that anymore.
There we go. Shannon knew. Helping you out a little bit.
Eva. Oh, okay. I was about to say, Eva, check your email, but no. Shannon's saying she's getting to it. Cool. Working on the fanfic for Storytellers Hearth weekend. Can I ask what fandom? I'm nosy. I had a very quick shower, or CB had a very quick shower because of how disgustingly hot it is. I feel that.
It sounds so bad. I feel so happy hearing everyone complain about the heat. Makes me feel a little bit better.
I saw a posting this morning that was people. It was comparing people who complain about the heat versus people who complain about the cold. And one of the things is is it too cold? Add another layer. Is it too hot? Take off a layer. Is it too cold? Or is it still too cold? Just add another layer. Is it still too hot? Get naked, I guess. Still too cold? Add a third layer. Still too hot? Take off your skin?
Yeah.
Rainey said, I really have figured out how to speed draft lately. So far this week, I've gotten 10K and I'm still going. Nice.
Rainey, you've stolen my know-how and knowledge and skill on how to speed.
Right. I know. Rainey has learned the ancient magics. Writing with Red, no idea what I'm working on yet. It's hot and stomach is terrible still. Ooh. Getting better is what I hope happens this weekend. Whether to writing conference will be changing or going away, won't make that decision until talking with Evan after this one. Oh, that's a big change.
Yeah. Keep us updated.
Dragon Age. Ooh. All I know is that I can't continue the way it is right now. That's very fair. We're getting 33. So hold on, I have to Celsius to Fahrenheit so that I have. Okay, so 33, 91. Okay, and the summer. And then thunderstorm with temperature dropping to 22 in just one day, I believe it's like that. Well, that's 11 degrees, and I know that's a lot more. Oh, that's dropping 20 degrees because it's going from 91 to 71 Fahrenheit. So. Love that. All the dragons, that's for the Dragon Age, not the temperature, I assume.
Let's hope.
Eva suggested an HWST show, but perhaps we need to celebrate. CB made extra trays of ice because no doubt I will need it. I have also ordered new ice cube trays. Nice. I sincerely hope you all get the rain to cool off the heat. Unless, like me, your rain triggers migraines. But you know what? I got migraines anyway, so bring me the rain. Cool it off. Award show. Oh, okay. award show. Most last minute withdrawal, shortest presentation, longest presentation, most views during the live. Hey, Eva got
I
that
like
big
that.
energy. AWC Anthology. Has anyone seen the new? What do these letters stand for? Because my brain only wants to see that as How to Train Your Dragon.
It's How to Train Your Dragon. It is.
No, don't tell
It
me
is.
about it. You.
It's fine. I refuse to watch it. So
Why so?
sorry. I don't know.
See,
I just something about it puts me off a lot, and I'm just like I don't want to.
probably the CGI triggering an uncanny valley feeling, maybe.
Maybe that I think it's in part like
you know how I discovered there was a new How to Train Your Dragon? Because my husband and I were going to watch a movie on Disney Plus, and an ad started, and I saw Toothless, and I was like, "Oh, How to Train Your Dragon, that's cute." And then I saw Hiccup, and I was like, "That's a real boy." And that's I was like, "Wait a second."
Yeah.
So I was confuzzled, but
yes. I don't know why they needed a live action version. Yeah, it's
they
that
don't.
something about the look of it, and I think the acting that I saw in the trailer is just putting me off it somehow when I can compare it to like the visuals and the voice acting in the original animated version. But it's off. It looks off-putting to me, so I'm like, I don't want to.
Totally valid. I see somebody mention the Lilo and Stitch. I have thoughts on that. We're doing both awards and anthology this year for the AWC. Nice.
Yes.
Well, if you need more award ideas, I've only seen some clips, and I don't get why they need. They don't. It hasn't even been long enough for them to need to renew the copyright. So
it feels like a cash grabby, capitalizing on millennial nostalgia in order to try and make some money. Sort of.
Is How to Train Your Dragon old enough to be millennial nostalgia?
I think it's maybe like 15 years old since the first one. I think.
Yeah, I don't think that because most millennials are in their 30s onward. So
yeah,
it's not old enough to. It's got to be for me, millennial nostalgia is well, no, because see, millennial nostalgia is anything from our childhood, and then anything from our teen years is millennial trauma because of all the fashion trends and stuff that are coming back that we're paying.
That is, I think they're trying to capitalize on what were teenage, young adult millennials into back then, and now that they're adults with disposable income and money, what can we get them to come and buy?
They're
from
going
everything they used to love when they were younger.
They're going into the wrong era now. I saw this one girl. She compares the new versions of a trend to the old versions of a trend, and I don't know if they had these in the UK, but in America they had these they were headbands, but they were
yes, the zigzag headbands. Yeah,
you had those too. And
yes, we did.
They brought these back, and as she's trying to put it on, you can see the tears as she's trying to hold it together. Remembering?
Yes, the millennial. Yeah.
Even as an adult, she got it caught on her ears. She's like, "Oh no, I forgot about that." And I'm like, they're hitting the wrong decade for that. It's damn near a shot-for-shot, line-for-line remake.
Which again, if you're going to remake something.
With Lilo and Stitch, I refuse to see Lilo and Stitch because of the changes that I've heard that they have made, which, as we all know, I hate spoilers, but I do appreciate when people warn me about a remake changes that they know for sure I'm not going to like. Nani leaves Lilo with somebody else and goes off to college, I think.
Yeah.
So, already, I'm like, excuse me? The movie about sisters rebonding isn't gonna. And then Pleakley no longer dresses in
cross dresses. Yeah, as a woman. Yeah, that's taken out. And
Yeah,
then it's not got.
I was
Is it
trying to figure
Jumba?
out.
No, it's not got one of the characters in it. Is it Jumba? They don't
Yeah,
have it.
no,
It's someone else.
No, it's got Jumba. They took out the Shark Man.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Neither can I.
I was never the biggest fan of Lilo and Stitch, even though I have seen the movie. But whereas I am all right watching Lilo and Stitch because I don't have such a connection to it. But also because I really want to see the little girl who plays Lilo be Lilo, because apparently she's really, really good.
We shall see. I may give it a watch.
We shall.
I just note that I do so protestingly.
Yes.
It's much the same as I did Cruella. Cruella turned out to be a great villain story, though, so I was the only change is either one, fix plot holes, or two, give side characters actual personality. For How to Train or Lilo,
Probably be for How to Train.
yeah, I've seen the trailer and it looks totally adorable, but I've never seen the other one, so I'm going to see the new F1 film, the Brad Pitt one, on Wednesday. Nice. Oh my gosh, my sister, when Frozen came out, had such a conniption because Disney was all like, "Oh, Disney's first sister movie," and she's like,
No.
"Lilo and Stitch, I guess." I was like, "You got a point."
Thank you. Enough of the Lilo and Stitch erasure. Thank you very much, sisters to the end.
Right? Like, excuse you? Surprisingly good, but yeah, it's weird to need to remake things to begin with. I don't mind remakes in general if they're an updated telling of a story.
Updated if it adds to the story,
Yeah,
and makes changes that make sense rather than it just being shot for shot, but
yes.
with real people.
The Lion King remake was wild that it exists because it's not even a live action remake, it's just an animation. It's an animated remake of an animated movie that is almost identical shot by shot, except I will say the hyena song is boss, but there was
I've never watched that either.
And because it's a hyper realistic CGI, the animals no longer emote in their faces.
The correct way, yeah.
Why?
Right. After my hand is when you can get up and you won't be on camera.
I've never seen the original Lilo and Stitch. That's fair. My sister, older than I am, loves that movie. She thought it was older than it is, but she's Gen X and has loved Lilo and Stitch since the day one. It's a great movie. Pretty sure How to Train Your Dragon came out around the same time as at least one of the Potter films. Well, there's 7 of those. Hold on. We must know now. Release date, How to Train Your Dragon. Original movie. (2010). So I was 20 when the movie came out. So yeah, it's about 15 years old. Oh, yeah. Rainey already did the work for me. So that was around Deathly Hallows then.
Is How to Train Your Dragon younger than Harry Potter movies? That I did not realise.
Everybody answered. Cruella was the first movie I saw in the cinema post Panini. I originally misread that and thought that it was gonna say Cruella was the first movie you saw while eating a panini, and I was like, that's a interesting thing to find notable, but as a foodie, I'm all for it.
It's a great memory hack right there.
Right? I put off watching the Cruella movie because, like, as interesting as I found Maleficent, I also just liked Maleficent being a villain. And 101 Dalmatians was like one of my favorite movies as a child. I
Yes.
wore out like 3 VHSs watching it over and over and over.
Love that movie.
And so I was like, no, Cruella is like one of the worst villains of all time because she wants to skin puppies. And like in the Cruella remake, she does not want to skin puppies,
Yeah.
which I guess is fair. But she does mentally convince the other person that she skinned the dogs. So I'm like, you know what? I like this better.
As a prequel to 101 Dalmatians, Cruella probably doesn't work, but
No,
as its
that's
own thing for Cruella, the fashion designer,
yes,
it does work.
Which is what I went in, like I went in to watch it and I was like, okay, this is just different Cruella.
Yeah.
So, but I did not want it to be an origin story at all.
It's AU Cruella. It's fine.
Speaking of Frozen, the Broadway musical is on Disney Plus now that I might watch. Ooh. Thunderbolts was extremely good. I saw that when I was in Houston last month with my mother, and she is not a Marvel fan, but she really enjoyed it.
I need to watch that, but only because Yelena's in it.
I forgot that was a thing. They make so many that they just like go under the radar for me now. I think Lilo and Stitch is a great story, honestly. So do I. I think it's wonderful.
It is, yeah.
I haven't been to the theater since 20. We only go like maybe once a year now, and honestly, it's usually to watch the new Sonic with the kids. I do have to hunt down my sister and see when she wants to go see Sinners, though.
Yeah.
No one in chat say anything about Sinners. I haven't seen it. I don't want to know nothing.
It's taking the kids, and I will go to see Wicked for Good when that comes out this year. But I've got to really, really, really want to see the movie in the cinema to go and see it in the cinema.
Especially
it's too expensive.
Especially since my husband is like, he likes big TVs, and so the TV in our bedroom is honestly too big. I told him he's not allowed to get bigger. This is like, I regret letting him get it this big because it's hard for me to play games on it. But so I basically have a cinema experience in my room, except we just don't have the surround sound.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll want at some point. They're re-releasing Goblet of Fire in the cinema for its 20th anniversary. I thought like you meant they were remaking it, and I'm like, remaking specifically that one?
Specifically that one.
Oh yes, Aristocats.
Love Aristocats. Marie is my favorite.
The second film I saw in the cinema post Panini was Black Widow. Fair enough. Cruella is a fun movie. It focuses on 2 warring fashion houses. It's not a prequel though. It is its own thing. Yeah, that's the only reason they add in the darlings is because the title character is Cruella.
Yeah.
Which is also why, like, I think Roger writing the song Cruella doesn't make as much sense at the end of the movie.
It doesn't really, because she didn't really do anything to him, I feel.
Totally love that remake. The fashion house thing was a great concept. Yes, I am glad that I watched it. I'm not going to see the second part of Wicked. I didn't like the first one. That's fair. I saw a breakdown analysis on how the director, the analysis came at it from the perspective that they did not think the director understood the message of the original Wicked, and therefore some of the changes that they made kind of undermine it. Like, Elphaba is supposed to like start out as sort of like awkward and dorky and not super confident and everything, and that's why she like lashes out. And they were like, in the movie, she's already kind of at a place of confidence. And it's like, so when you're starting the character near the end of their character arc, there's less like growth going on. I have not seen the first one. I just like to watch movie analysis. So This is not my opinion. I don't have an opinion, but I
always
thought
like
interesting take.
seeing other opinions other than my own, because then it gives me because then it gives me a chance to be like, oh, actually, instead of me being blinded by how great I think this is because I love it, it's given me something extra to think about.
Yeah, I 100%. We got to wrap up in a moment, but
We do, yes.
I 100% will go out of my way to watch analysis and opinions that I know are not going to agree with my perception, as well as ones that do, because I mean, watching ones that agree with your perception, obviously there's validation in that and stuff.
Yeah.
But then also watching ones that you know are going to be opposite yours, like does kind of let you open, as long as you go into it with an open mind and not just, you know, because if you go into it with the attitude that like, oh, well, they're going to be wrong, then that's not going to help. But if you go in with an open mind, they can point things out that like you yourself didn't see. Like I do that with books. I will watch reviews of people who didn't like a book that I really loved just to kind of see like where their stance is on it. And, you know, and it really, I think, helps to ensure that the rose tinted glasses don't get too dark.
Yes, because you could read something and be like, actually, you know what? That is correct. I didn't think about it that way. But that does not ruin my enjoyment of the thing.
Exactly. I have always said we should always be able to point there is no perfect media, and we should always be able to point out and criticize things we love, as well as find a way to praise things we don't like. Anything we hate, if you hate it, just fuck it. Just toss it away.
There's something in there that you enjoyed.
Yeah, but I don't
fool yourself that there's not.
No, I don't agree that if I hate something, there's something for me to enjoy in it. There could maybe be positives, but I don't think
positives or something you might appreciate about the way they did things. Or
yes, but I feel like if I hate it, I just don't want to interact with it. I'd rather do other things. If I just dislike it, then that's fine. But hating something is a very different level of energy.
Right, I have it at just about, and I have to convert stuff 4 p.m. EDT.
Yeah, as Rainey said, make sure to go and like all the streams. I wish I could continue to address the comments talking about musicals and story retellings and stuff. However, it is 2 minutes until Lee Holderfield hosts stream number 1. And linked below is the playlist. If you click on the playlist, it'll just keep taking you to the next streams. I have also posted on all our social medias and in the YouTube post section of the profile has the full schedule, so everybody can go check out, see what streams and all of that. And yeah, I hope you guys all have a fun and productive, or just fun. That's my weekend. And we will see you in the next one.
See you guys.